Greetings. I'm here with my little dingus who got out of the hospital a couple days ago. He's got a shaved arm. And he's got another shaved arm. I don't know if you can even see it. I know I'm bugging you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And another shaved arm. He's got a shaved tail. And a completely shaved butt. I'm sorry, hon. I'm sorry I'm bugging you. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Good boy. You good kitty. Okay. So here's happened to Phil in a minute. My plan right now is to try doing rope curls or robe curls. I don't know what they're actually called. I did try this like a week ago, and it worked quite well. So since I don't feel like dyeing my hair this week, I'm kind of enjoying this color. The roots are way darker than everything else just because the ends are more porous. Yeah, I'm just leaving this color for now and letting it fade. Yeah, so we're gonna do curls. I don't really know the proper way to do this. I could like watch a video on how to do it. I haven't once watched a video on how to do it, but that was like ages ago, and so yeah, I'm just gonna wing it. I think you're supposed to technically do it on dry hair, but I'm gonna do it on slightly damp hair. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little in the halo section. Out of the way for now. So, Phil had a urinary blockage. Oh, what day was it that I took him in? It was Wednesday. Yeah, it was like Wednesday at like 4 in the morning. I ended up taking him in. Yeah, urinary blockage, which something I'm always on the lookout for because he's got a history. And by the way, this is the belt from a house rope. Yeah, he wasn't peeing, and I knew that this was a problem. So I tried the tools I had, like from my vet, and they were not working, so I ended up having to take him in because he had an obstruction, sure enough, so he needed to be catheterized and kept in the hospital for, it ended up being 2.5 days. Yeah, so fucking stressful as fuck. Oh my god, my poor boy, like, he's my baby, and I can't deal with anything, but I feel like I can't deal with it, like, how I just died, I can't. And to enumerate all the ways this is my fault, because, of course, like, this is my fault, it's my fault. I thought he was doing okay, because, like, this kind of stuff is triggered with stress with him. He's got something called feline lower urinary tract disorder, and it's like this idiopathic thing where if he gets stressed, he can end up with a urinary blockage and die. Yeah, so there's that, and I've been through this enough times with him that I can kind of recognize the signs and try to manage it. But yeah, this is my fault because I thought he was doing okay with the stress of like losing Howie, and it was like his little life buddy, and they've been together for Phil's entire life. And then there were like a bunch of people in and out of the house, and he was eating food that's not his regular food because my friend is weird about, like, normally he's on a raw food diet, but my friend who was feeding him while I was away doesn't like the raw food because it just doesn't, whatever. So I had made him some cooked food so she could deal with it a bit better because, she's taking care of my cats while I'm gone, and Like, I'm not gonna be too much of an asshole and be like, no, you have to feed them this, even if it makes you really sick to feed them that. Anyway, he was eating food that was not his regular food, so he wasn't eating as much as usual, which means he was getting less fluid than usual because he gets most of his, I can't figure this out right now. He gets most of his fluid from his food. So yeah, he wasn't getting enough water because he was on like a semi-hunger strike and refusing to eat the cooked food, and yeah, and then the stress of various people in and out of the house and losing Howie, and yeah, I didn't clue in because he wasn't really showing signs until all of a sudden, bam, he had a blockage and the bladder was full of sludge. Yeah, so he ended up in the hospital, and as we know, it's my fault. You just don't need to tell me it's not my fault. It's my fault, and it's just, yeah. Yeah, so he was in there for like 2 days. Had to have a catheter and get his bladder flushed out. At one point we were flushing his bladder every hour. There was so much gunk in it. And it turns out that he's got one big stone in his bladder, which luckily is the kind of stone that can be dissolved, but of course that means he has to have a prescription diet, and I hate that because prescription food for cats is just full of like corn and potatoes and rice and like stuff that a cat has no need to eat. But whenever I'm trying to feed him this food that I think is horrible, and he thinks it's horrible too, he'd much rather be eating his regular raw food. Yeah, so he's now still not being great about eating, and that means he's not getting enough fluid, which means he's at an extremely high risk of re-obstructing. Like, I can't, like, he's my boy, he's my little baby. Like, he can't, like, nothing can happen to him. I can't, no, like, nothing can happen to him. Oh my god, it's a fucking mess. Like, a fucking mess. Like, he has to be okay. He has to be okay. My entire well-being is, like, dependent on my, I keep wanting to say cats, but my cat being okay. Like, I can't. If he's not okay. So yeah, that's where we're at. He's being bad about eating the prescription food, and I'm really hoping that he continues to be mostly okay. Like, he's on a shit ton of drugs right now. So hopefully he does not have another blockage. Because, yeah, he's my boy. He's my boy. And he has to be okay. And I want him to be happy. This fucking vet food, like, goddamn. Like, ugh, I don't want to feed it to him and he doesn't want to eat it. Ugh. But I'm trying so hard to get him to eat this damn food. Anyway, and not re-obstruct because he's not getting enough fluid. So yeah, there's that whole life experience. Life just has to fucking well kick you while you're down. It's like, sorry, you can't see anything I'm doing with my hair. I'm just ranting. Yeah, life has to kick you while you're down. Like, how we just fucking all died. And like, I've got to deal with Phil being sick, and like, the urinary obstruction can kill a cat. Like, I know the signs, so I knew like what to look for, and knew that it was happening, so I got him in fast enough that it wasn't like a life-threatening point, but like, if, you know, they can, anyway, the cat can die from it. Yeah, so there's that. I'm trying to keep him de-stressed and on the right path to wellness. We're on a wellness journey here in this household. I just can't wait until I can stop feeding him this wretched foods like rice and carrots. Like, why the fuck does a cat need to eat rice and carrots? Like, are you kidding me? Anyway, following the direction from the vet. I'm trying. Yeah, that's that. That's what's been consuming my life for the last week. Like, my poor Phil, like, my poor boy, I had to leave him there. Oh my god. Just like, having to leave him at the vet was not good. Luckily, I was allowed to visit him because the last time this happened was in 2021, so it was like peak COVID, and I wasn't even allowed inside the vet clinic, which, you know, fair enough, they're protecting people, like, not being allowed in there when he was sick and could die was, ugh, it was awful. I'm not doing a very good job here. I didn't do a very good job last time either, because, yeah, anyway. Yeah. So he's home. He's been home for like 2 days, and we're just continuing to hope that he gets well and, you know, doesn't die, because, yeah. Okay, have I put my hair in here? I don't even know. So before I got distracted by, oh shit, all of that fell out. Fuck. So do I want to start again? No, I'm not going to start. Okay. I got rage distracted. And, okay. Let's do it here. So I didn't do this properly the last time, and I definitely did not do it properly this time. I think this works a lot better if your hair is longer. But here we are. We're trying. Okay. There's that. And click this. So this worked amazingly well last time. I think technically you're supposed to like braid it on, but when I tried to do that, it was just like my brain absolutely would not function and couldn't figure out how to do a braid, even though I do French braids all the time. Yeah, couldn't figure it out, so this is the way we're doing it. I don't think it's gonna work as well as last time, because of course I'm videoing it this time. But anyway, my glasses toppers came in the mail. Just totally changed the subject. Like sent me lost my mind because, you know, fucking strings like the fucking string. My glasses toppers came in the mail, so I've got these, which have cats and a rainbow. They bother me a little bit because I can see, like, they're white in the back, and I can see it in my peripheral vision, and I'm used to having dark frames. Plus it makes them kind of thick. This is just me being nitpicky. This is the way I am about everything. I'm not just nitpicky about my hair, it's everything in my life. See, I'm not totally sure. I think I could get used to it. But yeah, it's that one. I don't have the sunglasses with me at the moment. They're just sunglasses. I like the sunglasses better because they're dark framed. And then there's these ones, which I kind of regret getting something super basic because it's just chrome kind of color, but oh well. Yeah, so, and same thing with the white. The white to my peripheral vision, but, and you know, for being too thick. Something I get used to, and of course other people in my life are like, oh, you can't even notice it. I'm like, but I notice it because I'm like that. I'm that way. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow because I'm gonna leave this in overnight. It's not gonna turn out as well as it did last time. I know it. I just know it. Anyway. Alright, it's the next day. It's morning. And by morning, I mean it's afternoon, but I haven't had any coffee yet, so it's morning. This is like the best thing that I've ever gotten in my life. Ever. Speaking as someone who has never been able to wear clip-on sunglasses because my prescription is too strong. This is my sleep cap, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Okay. This is a struggle right now. I'm tired, so I'm not talking. It's fine. I talked enough last night. So with more practice and with longer hair, let's get this figured out better down here. But yeah, check it out. It's this business. So yeah, it needs a little practice, but impressive. I look like one of those people with like curly hair. Curlier than mine anyway. Anyway, cool. So since I'm not going to leave it like this, and I can't stand not brushing my hair, which is why I never wear it curly. Like even after it's brushed, it looks kind of cool. So just ignore this situation. But gotta figure out placement and direction a little bit better. But anyway, fun times. Feels still okay from yesterday. Didn't eat his food. Anyway.